Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Eagles. 70 Rangers. Steady.
To throw right away, here's Milroe. Forced out wide. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. From the shotgun, it's Milroe. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is third and long. It's complete. He's got Cup. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Open man is Jake Bobo. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3 at the Packers 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 3.
Cowboy 80.
Again, it's Milroe. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Packers 34-yard line.
Dragon 60.
To throw again is Milroe. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down.
18 Cardinal, 19 tight, 19.
Milroe gonna throw it again. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah McDuffie.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Uchenna Nwosu. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Set. 60 red. 60 red. Hut.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Now a 3rd and 2.
Check steal. Ready. Check hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Blaster. Ready, set.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Love. That one, that's Matthew Golden. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Let's go now. Drill, 50, green. Ready?
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. And he will score! Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Packers. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry in the carry part, Greg. That was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Reload. Alert. Alert. Steady.
They keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop. Remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. This is 3rd and 6.
Set. Hurt. Come back in. Come back.
Throwing is Milroe. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
Cowboy 80.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Set. Hut. 52 blue. Drill green. Slice blue. Green jack. Ready.
On first down, it's Love. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And he'll take this one in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Brandon McManus taking on for Green Bay.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Get it. Hawk 70. Hawk.
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80. 18. 5 here.
From the gun, it's Milroe. That is caught downfield by Cup. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Big play after big play to start this drive. 34 for that one.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Come on. Set. Ready.
To the air, it's Milroe. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
A gain of 15. First down,
Let's go now. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Jackson Smith and Digba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Milroe. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And mark him down up beyond the 30. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Putting the tight end in motion.
95.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Jason Myers.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on, Zach.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Kobe Bryant there to bring him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. That is Musgrave, the man in motion.
Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's going to have a Packers first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Work in the middle. That's Kraft. He's got it. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Green Bay first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
38.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Love. Over the middle, the tight end Musgrave. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
That's Dobbs, open left side. And he will get into the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside. They can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Darnold now on 1st and 10. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. It'll be Smith-Njigba bringing it in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play for Seattle. 37 yards. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. It's 2nd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it'll be 3rd down. Darnold to the air once more. This is intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. You got a little reckless that time, and the defense made it back.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 23-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And Not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and you can generate those.
And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers are able to extend the advantage to 28-0.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. On the give, this is their fullback. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to take possession.
Darnold's pass intercepted.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.